question, the member for London West.
Thank you very much. Speaker, my question is
The Premier. Speaker, in the aftermath of the horrific act of Islamophobic violence that took the lives of 4 members of London's Afzal family in June 2021, the Muslim community in London and across the province came together to develop comprehensive anti-Islamophobia legislation, the Our London Family Act. That bill was tabled last February, but instead of allowing it to be debated, the government referred it to committee, promising to study it and bring it back. Speaker, more than a year later, Islamophobic hate is on the rise. Why is there still no government legislation?
Minister of Multiculturalism and Citizenship.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank the member opposite for the very important question, and we've had a conversation on this a number of times. But, Mr. Speaker, let me be very clear. Islamophobia and hate of any kind has no place in Ontario, especially violence, vandalism, or intimidation towards any community, group, or faith. The rise of Islamophobia motivate incidents, especially during the holy month of Ramadan, is deeply concerning. Our government will always stand shoulder to shoulder with our Muslim community. Speaker, in one of my first days as the Minister of Citizenship and Multiculturalism, I drove out to visit a London Muslim mosque. I personally met with the Imam, the former mayor, and community leaders to discuss how we can work together to fight Islamophobia and make Ontario a safer and more inclusive place for everyone. Our government has and will continue to work with partners of our Muslim community to find community-based centered solutions to make communities stronger, safer, and more vibrant.
The supplementary question.
Speaker, the Muslim community brought a solution to this legislature last year. This government has not passed it. Speaker, June 6, 2023 will mark 2 years since the Afzal family so tragically lost their lives, and Muslims in Ontario continue to be targeted and re-traumatized. Last week, following a hateful attack at a Markham mosque, Nadia Hassan from the National Council of Canadian Muslims said, "The time for action against Islamophobia is now. We call on the Ontario government to expedite the passing of the Our London Family Act in Ontario." Speaker, this government has had more than a year to study that bill. The official opposition is prepared to pass it. Will this Premier commit to introducing and passing the Our London Family Act before June 6, 2023?
Members will please take their seats. Minister of Citizenship and Multiculturalism.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Our government has taken strong action and made considerable investments to defend the right of every person in this great province and to practice their faith safely and peacefully. With the help of the Anti-Racism Directorate in my ministry, we have allocated over $40 million to enhance security and safety at places of worship and places where cultural communities gather as they build capacity to combat racism and hate. Our government is always providing tools to help police and justice sector prevent, investigate, and prosecute hate crimes through the Hate Crime and Extremism Investigation Team, the Hate Crime Investigator Course, and Hate Crimes Working Group of Crown Attorneys. We have also taken steps to address racism in schools by creating anti-hate programs and educational resources to counter Islamophobia and all forms of hate. Speaker, we have been taking a whole-of-government approach to combat hate, and we will continue to work with our partners from the Muslim community and all communities.
Thank you very much. The next question, the member for Oxford.